After having a baby, it's completely natural to want to get back to your sport or exercise routine as quickly as possible. You finally start feeling a bit more like yourself again, and you miss that sense of movement, energy, and identity that comes with training. But before you dive straight back in, it's so important to understand why your body needs time and specific rehab to get ready again, especially your core and pelvic floor. Now, during pregnancy, your body goes through massive changes. Your abdominal muscles stretch to make room for the growing baby, and the deep core muscles, particularly the transverse abdominis, which often weaken or separate. Now, this is called diastasis recti. At the same time, your pelvic floor muscles are working overtime, okay? They're carrying the extra weight of your baby, then they experience even more strain during labour and birth. So after pregnancy, these muscles might not function the same way as they did before. Even if you feel perfectly fine on the outside, the insides are not necessarily the same. Think of it like this. If you had a knee injury, you wouldn't start running again without doing rehab. You'd rebuild the strength, the stability, and movement control. Now, the same applies to your core and your pelvic floor. They're your body's foundation, okay? And they need time with targeted work to recover before taking higher impact activities. If you skip the step and you return to sport too soon, you might notice symptoms such as leaking when you cough, sneeze or run, feelings of pelvic heaviness or pressure, or pain in your lower back or hips. Now, those are signs that your body isn't quite ready for the load that you're putting on. And if you're in a sport with a lot of running, you're putting so much pressure on the body in general. If you've just come back from having a baby, it is worth rehabbing it first because it's even more strain. Okay. Now, rehab doesn't mean you have to stop being active. It's about rebuilding from the inside out. That starts with reconnecting to your breath, engaging your deep core muscles, and learning how to coordinate your pelvic floor with your everyday movements. Over time, you can gradually increase the intensity, adding strength and impact as your body becomes more stable and supported. The amazing thing is, when you do this properly, you don't just recover. You often come back stronger than before. And a well-functioning core and pelvic floor improve your balance, your posture, your endurance, and your overall performance. So, before you jump back into running, lifting, or high-intensity workouts, take the time to rebuild your foundation. If you have someone at hand like a pelvic health physio who can assess your muscles and your healing and how you're getting on, then absolutely go for that. And seek someone out that can give you a training program to help support your sport, okay? Help rebuild you before you go back to your sport. It's not about holding yourself back. It's about setting yourself up for the long-term strength, confidence, and success. Your body has just done something absolutely incredible, and it deserves a little bit of care and respect before you put it back to perform again.